unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, the entire New England area absolutely socked in by a slow-moving snowstorm, and because of it, we have a winter wonderland here at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 70 in.
That's what I do.
On first down, Swift. Space to maneuver at the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Now a give, right side. Swift. Dashing through the snow. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I got you.
Running with Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On second down, Kamara. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check 15.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he connects with Ebron. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch 88. Watch 88. Go, go. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Yeah. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now a give right side. Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, check squeeze. Squeeze, get in there. Check 9, check 9. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Ebron caught left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Ricky. Mike 55. You ain't Alpha. You ain't got nothing. Mike 55.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Throwing is Jackson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Black. And he goes out right around the 39.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Check, 59. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Quick hitch, complete. It's Black. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
57, Mike, 57. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Jackson to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
39-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Swift. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
90. Whoa. Double dog. That's the way.
On 1st down, Swift, room to run again. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
And now pass will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Jackson going to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You won't see me.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Let's put him on the buses.
They're going to look to throw. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive. Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically... There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Mark 55, Mark 55. All day, baby, all day. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go. Set. 70 in.
Check, 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 check.
Set. Go.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
2nd and 2. Open man is Myers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Back to throw now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Swift. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Who there? Who there? What happened?
Now back to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Ready, set. 155. Here we general. Flash. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense.
Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Jackson now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Jackson on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the Patriots' 46-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Jackson rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Baltimore.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game.
There he goes, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Let's go, D. Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Ebron with it over the middle. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, 5.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Check.
Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Watch left. He's stopped right there. Everyone's got 4 down. Ready.
On 1st down, Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down now, Swift. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Swift, and some room to work. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
On the dump. 52. I'm coming.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Pats, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky.